Also, another tip I wanted to share. I see people throwing on, sometimes on the river trying to catch larger fish. And they're throwing larger baits, something similar to this. Maybe they got an eel about a half a foot long, something like that, they're throwing out there. If they set their drag, as soon as they hear the drag starting to run, they want to go over there, tighten the drag, set the hook. When you're throwing something like, larger baits like this, and even larger, let the fish go. If your drag takes off and that fish has got it, let him go. Let him run about 20, 30, 40 yards. And if he's still on there after that, he's got the bait. But to sit there and watch your rod, and as soon as you get the initial, when you're throwing your large baits, and you know that initially you see, oh, I got a hit. You go over there and you set the hook and you try to get the fish. He may not have all that bait and the hook in his mouth. Let him go. Let him run. And when you know he's ran about 30 or 40 yards off that line and he's still going, and you can see that rod tip to where it's like, he's on there, go ahead and tighten your drag then, set the hook then. Because if you do set the hook initially on the initial run, oh, I gotta get it, you might just jerk the bait right out of his mouth. So it's another little tip, I guess you could say. It's been my experience that if you are throwing larger baits, just let the fish go. If he's got it, especially a catfish, when they lock down on something and they've got it, they're not going to turn it loose. They're just going to keep going. I've seen this a lot of people when they're throwing bonita and stuff like that in the saltwater, and they're fishing for shark, and they got a whole damn fish on there, and they got bigger spools of line, obviously, but they will let that fish run. It's the same thing with the catfish. And a lot of times you'll get false hits when, especially out here where I'm fishing, there's gar. And you'll see your rod tips bouncing all day long if you're throwing, cut bait out there. Let the fish go. Let him take it. You eliminate a lot of the smaller fish and the unwanted fish by just letting it go. If it's a gar and he picks it up and he runs, 15, 20 yards and then drops it, it's a gar. Catfish ain't going to do that. He's not going to, once he's got that bait, he's not going to let it go. And another thing with the gar is that, when you do try to set the hook and you may have that fish for maybe 20, 30 seconds, all of a sudden it just drops, it's a gar. That's not going to happen if a catfish takes your bait and starts running on the line. He's on there. He's not going to let it go. So anyway, just remember, let the fish run. Let him go if you're throwing larger baits.